Hey guys, Rich here at the Ultra Motorsports Warehouse. We're looking at this 1965 Ford Econoline van. Just like all of our videos, what we're going to do is we're just kind of going to point out anything that I see that that would be something that a potential buyer would want to make note of or be informed of. 1965 Ford Econoline van. Like all of our videos, we're going to start right down here at the front driver's side and kind of just go over any dings, dents, chips, you know, you name it. So this vehicle, as you can see, there's a couple little peppering spots right here, just like some road rash. A few little chips. Kind of hard to see unless you get into the light, but little nicks and chips like that. The Ford emblem appears like it was probably like hand painted or something like that. We got a really small bubble right here. You can see I'm about 4 feet away from the car right now. As we look down the side, first let's look at the fit of the door. Fit of the door is pretty decent, really. Not too displeased with that at all. As we look down the side of this thing, we can kind of see, you know, kind of in this area right here, it does get a little. You do get a little dip. You can kind of see this deviation in the reflection right here. Just a little wave to it. I don't think it's bad body work. I'm going to use a Bondo meter and go over the vehicle also so you guys can see how it looks. Right now we're just going to do kind of the exterior. I got a few little bubbles right here. Okay. 1 or 2 little chips on the handle. And it looks like up here on the kind of the arm or the top of the door, I got a little chip here. As we look down the side, porthole window looks good. It's in good shape. I'm not sure if it has an add-on or not. Again, we look down the side. There's a few little waves in this area. That's just, you know, it's hard to get a big flat piece like this, nice and straight. Another little chip right here. I'm, you know, 4 or 5 feet away from the car right now, so you can see that they are rather small. Gaskets all look good around the window. The seals, glass is in good shape. The fit of the rear door seems to be pretty uniform. As we look down the passenger side, more of the same. I mean, it looks great. I'm 5 feet away from the vehicle and it looks just killer, you know. But if you look at cars all day long, you'll see that there's this, you know, maybe a small wave to it as you go down the car. I don't want to tear the car apart. You guys, this is just how I do all my videos, okay? I show everybody everything. So, again, we got some flaking off. It looks like this probably used to all be stainless or chrome, and the last owner just painted white over it. Do whatever you like, go back the other way, whatever. Front passenger side looks good also. Just same, more peppering, just a few little stone chips here and there. Windshield is in great shape. Windshield gasket and seal is in great shape. What we're going to do also now is we're just going to use this Bondo meter. And so what this is, obviously this shows very thick Bondo, and then it'll kind of have a different tone as you get to the different thinner levels of Bondo. And then a green is less than a 1/16 of an inch and usually considered very acceptable. If I get this thing off of kilter, it does start to show more. Okay, so, but if I keep it flat like I'm supposed to, just so you guys know that I'm not messing with you, if I take it off, it shows it's, you know, it's a magnet in there, so it shows the full. All right. Bottom of the doors look great. And we're just going to kind of check some like usual suspect areas, okay? I might not go over the whole car, but just so you guys can see, it's like all green right now. Down low, we do got a little rust right here. Down low, I notice. But as we use this down low, what we can see is that really next to no body filler has been used over the original metal, it appears. So, I mean, these are the areas that we would be expecting to see this. Okay. Let's move to the rear quarter area. Gosh, really nice. Just so you know, I'm not messing with this thing. You know, it's working. I have yet to find an area where anyone has put any filler in this thing yet. Kind of see where it starts to maybe work. No. I mean, really, very, very decent. Pretty pleased in general. Green light, all green. Boy, not bad at all. I would expect to find some back here. Nope. All green lights. Wow. Pretty impressive, really. You know, from a rust standpoint, I'm not sure exactly where this vehicle came from. I know where I got it. This is telling me I got a low battery too, but definitely this thing is working completely like it's supposed to, and it's just showing nothing but clean. Not alarming at all. Yeah, really great. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm fairly surprised. Here we go. So we might have a little, maybe a very small amount of filler right here, but less than about a 1/16 in there. Also got another little rust chip right there. I'm pretty pleased in general. I don't know, guys. I mean, I do this to a lot of cars, and quite frankly, this is as good or better with that sort of a Bondo test than I've ever had before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this thing up real quick, and we're just going to take a look at the interior. We're going to cruise through the interior real quick, and then I'll go over and get the vehicle on a lift, and we can look at the underside. Okay. Looking at the doors on the interior, so all the weather stripping seems to be in decent shape. Looks pretty good. Window glass is good. The obviously there used to be an armrest right here, just got plugged. Lower doors, got a few little bubbles right there. Okay. As we look in the creases of the wheel well, we see just like, it looks like probably more than likely, I'm sure it got primed or epoxied, but probably just painted over. So really it doesn't appear as any body work was done here, just primed, epoxied, and then painted over. We'll be able to see a little bit more when we look underneath it. Seats, they're in good shape. This is leather. They're out of, you know, I don't know, some kind of GM vehicle maybe, or something like that. Not quite sure. Odometer showing 65,000. Not sure if that's original or not. I really have no way of knowing. We can definitely get a look at the engine compartment here in a moment. New radio, new sound system. Carpet's clean. It could probably, it's not exactly automotive carpet, I don't think, but It is very, very nice looking. I mean, you know, it's hard to knock it too much. Let me all right, so I'll move around to the front passenger seat. Leather, it's in good condition. Again, it came out of something else. Probably had an armrest on either side, obviously, and they just hacked them off. Probably could have done a little bit better, making that look a little bit cleaner, but that's all right. This is kind of a little bit of a hot rod. The oh hell handles are right here still, so when you get moving, somebody will be able to hold on. Let's look at the engine compartment real quick. So, engine compartment down here. Let me get this out of the way. Excuse me as I get this figured out for you guys. Okay. We'll get the engine compartment looked at when we move it over to the lift. Okay, it looks as though you gotta like take it out, fish it out of here from the back also. So got a speaker back here. The headliner is in great shape, very nice. So these are some of the switches that are added right here on the sides. Those control the LEDs on top and the dome lights also. Again, this is the rest of the full set of seats. So I'll tell you what, let me just turn the lights on. Okay, lights are on, and then those are the fans, and these are the kind of accent lights, these greens and blues. Kind of fun on the inside. Again, interior trim looks like interior door panels and trim look real good. That was done really neat and really nicely. It's kind of like this tweed or indoor outdoor type material. Those you know, captain's chairs out of another vehicle. The speakers in here and in here also. 2 vents up top all seem to be working well, and then carpet, like I said, is it's more like a household carpet than a indoor outdoor, but this is it. So what we'll do is now, guys, we'll just get underneath this thing, and so you guys can see all the rust if there is any or what have you. So let's do that. I'll shut this thing off and we'll do a little underside video, and then we'll get at the engine compartment for you, and then what we'll also do is take it for a test drive so everybody can see it. This is our 1965 Ford Econoline van, heavy duty, and this is probably video number 1 of 2 or 3.